to vibe with five, and you already know this.
And I know secretly, you know what it is, right, with a lot of United fans as well, right? Like, they're saying to me, yeah, I'd rather Arsenal win it. Right? But if we were to lose to them on Sunday, they're all going to change. And they're all going to say, we stopped you, yeah.
No. I will never, and I'm going to speak for Steve as well. I won't say we stopped you. I'll just say you bottled it. You've bottled it.
We haven't bottled it this year.
We wanted you to win it. I want you to win it, man.
1 second, Rio. This year, that bottling label can't be laid at our door.
That's for Liverpool. That's not for us.
We pushed them all the way, right? We had the hardest running. Everybody said it weeks ago. They go, "Oh, look at Arsenal's running. They got no chance." The supercomputer said, "Look at it." You know, I see Steve laughing.
The same amount of games.
Yeah, because you don't listen. You're all here with cigars and cake and shit, and we're telling you, but you don't listen. You're all like, how many times you've been lighting up cigars outside the Emirates? Don't act like you haven't. We've seen it.
One up recently, right? I'm saying we've had the hardest running, right? We had to go away to Tottenham. We had to play Villa. We had to play Chelsea. We got to go away to Manchester United, and a lot of these places are places where we've lost in the past. So I think we had the hardest. Everybody said Liverpool had the easiest running, then City, then Arsenal. Right, so the fact that we're taking it literally nearly into the last weekend.
You had an easier start than them,
we cannot be accused of bottling it this year. We've been outstanding.
Robbie, we all play the same teams, all play the same amount of numbers, and also my last point on that, when anybody has lost the league over the years, has anyone said, you know what? I remember that they lost the league because they had a tougher run in. It don't work like that. You all play the team.
I just use the word bottling it. You know what I mean? When you used to sometimes lose the league to Arsenal, people didn't turn around and say you bottled it, did they? I mean, you fought till the end, and just another team was better than you. I mean, I can understand last year that label being put on us, but I don't think that you can't put that label on us this year about bottling it.
You know what? I'll take that point.
Straight away again, bottling it. You know what I mean?
I'll take that point. It's just that Arsenal have got that label at the moment, and you've got to win the league to lose it. Simple as.
Listen, I hear that, but I think it's too harsh to put that on us this season. This season we've been excellent.
Robbie, I'm going to say it to you now because I know you've not heard what I said about Arsenal, right? I respect so much what Arsenal are about and what they've done and where they've come from to where they are now. They've still got to get over that final hurdle, but you can't underestimate, and I know you don't, but I'm talking to the converted, but you can't underestimate what Edu and the hierarchy behind Mikel Arteta have done. It's been an absolutely remarkable, fabulous job that they've done, and I respect it. I just want you to win the league now, so that people can't ridicule you, and your fans can't be ridiculed for the way that they react to certain results and runs, etc. That's it.
Yeah, listen, I'd love us to win the league for that. I'd love us to win the league as well for our younger fans, because it's you speak to fans like.
They don't know it. They don't know the feeling, do they?
They've not even seen us really, win the league. 20 if you're 20 and under, you've never seen Arsenal win the league. If you're 25, you probably don't even remember.
Robbie, next point, Robbie. Don't.
Yeah. We need to win that league for the fans, but
there's a whole demographic of your fan base that
Robbie. I know what they're like. Next point. You can't run.
Yeah, no.
It's all gassed up like they won it last week, Rio.
It's facts, and I'd love us to win it for those fans. Yeah, I mean that could be your fans soon.
It's true,
because it's been quite a while since United have won it as well.
Yeah, another 10 years.
Yeah, listen, United Arsenal, the big one.
He's never seen it.
Robbie, United Arsenal this weekend. We ain't got a lot of time, right? What are we going there to do? I mean, surely this is probably the most confident that we've been in the most recent years to go to Old Trafford.
Yeah, but it's not as easy as that. We know that. I always remember that year we went there, right, when they was missing half of their team, and I never forget it. I looked at the team sheet. I was like, "Who's this kid? Who's Rashford? Who's this? Who's that?" And then they turned us over. And then even last year I went there. I thought we played all right last year. They still beat us. So it's one of those places where you've seen United this season, right? Listen, I don't have to say to these guys. They know they've not been very good this season. But when they play the bigger teams, they step up. They have a game plan. You know what I mean? So it's not a given. But I do feel that if Arsenal turn up, and this is how I felt all season, if Arsenal turn up in a game, right, we can win it. We'll win. You know what I mean? If the only place I was like, you know, if we turn up and City turn up when we went to the Etihad, I go, that's going to be, who knows what will happen. But I was like, if Arsenal turn up when we go to play Manchester United, and I saw enough on Saturday to know that these players are really motivated to try and win this league, and they will turn up. I think if we turn up, I think we win the game, but we cannot afford to take that game lightly, because United have got a great record against us at Old Trafford, and United this season, we saw that game against Liverpool. You know what I mean? They knocked Liverpool out of the cup. They're in the cup final.
Us in the league, and then they helped us in the league. So yeah,
there's no better time to go to Man United than now. Like, you've got no centre backs, no left backs. Like, people that
I don't want to hear any excuses if you don't beat us.
I'm not making excuses. I just said if we turn up, we win. So I'm not making any excuses.
If you don't, when it's Albert the Kitman and Rio at centre half, like, there wants to be some questions.
It sounds like you're making excuses. You know what I mean?
Who's going to play centre half, Robbie?
I'd have to ask Rio. You'd have to try and teach him.
We've got no bodies, man. We're looking in the youth team now, right now.
What about Kamwala? Is Kamwala available?
Injured.
Oh, did John O'Shea's
back? Injured for 3 weeks as well.
John O'Shea back. Why are you laughing?
Tom Huddleston reported for training this morning, just on the off chance.
Yeah, Tom Huddleston could play.
No way.
No, but listen, I'm not gonna. As I said, I'm not looking at that game and disrespecting Man United because of how bad a season they've had, because I've seen them step up in games where it's against the bigger sides. And I fully expect them to step up. But I know that if Arsenal come there and play like how we've been playing, I think we'll win the game. That's why I was very confident when we went to Spurs a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, if we turn up, Spurs won't beat us. We'll beat them. Even though I know it's always tough to go to those away places like Old Trafford, like Tottenham, you know what I mean? But the way this team's playing at the moment, the way players like Declan Rice is performing, all the guards, you know, everybody's stepping up. So I'm confident that we can go there and get the win. It's going to be a lot of pressure on us because City play on the Saturday, and if they get a win, we know that literally if we don't win that game, it's basically over. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on us in that game, but I think we got enough to win that game. And the good thing about Arsenal at the moment is, like, everybody, I know you're just talking about the injuries that United have got, and you have to say United have been very unlucky with injuries this season. That's one thing. I know they've been playing good. I don't know what the pattern of play is or whatever, but the injuries they've had, any team would suffer. But I just feel that Arsenal, if we're good enough to win that game this weekend. We got the team, and the team's been performing. So why not?
Rio, what's your are you doing any score predictions where you even want to get involved in that? That doesn't.
I think if Arsenal lose against Man United in this game, they don't deserve to be champions. I've got to be honest, because you're going to a team that's depleted, lacking confidence, almost nothing to play for in the league now. And they're the teams you want to play against in the run-in. I remember playing in the title run-ins. I should look at my next, I don't know, if we were 7 or 8 games out towards the end of the season, you're thinking, just give me a team that I've got nothing to play for and might be having a few injuries as well. They're already booking their holidays on the beach, etc. So Man United, for me, are in that bracket, bar the cup final. All these other games in the league is just about personal pride now. And is there enough of that there? I think there's a lot of question marks at Manchester United. The Arsenal players will be able to go. There's so many question marks there that we can't be going into that thinking, can we? It should be like this, and we're going to deal with these and roll them over and carry on our task to try and win the league. That's how Arsenal players should be thinking right now.
You know, to ask you, Rio, sorry, Steve. How long do you think it will take United to come back? Because they have to come back one day. But how long do you think, currently as things stand? Because I've been kind of shocked sometimes this season watching United.
I think it depends. Ineos is huge now. I think the process is there, and the They cleared the decks behind the scenes, which has been a good thing. And they've brought in some people that have experience and the know-how, which is good, and putting them processes in place. Obviously, they've done a lot of watching, analysing now, and they're going to have to now implement after that as well, going into the new season. So we'll see how that plays out. The recruitment has to improve massively. And then I think you need a little bit of luck. I think one element of luck's happened already for Man United. Klopp's gone. I mean, if Pep was to go as well, then it makes it even more easier. As long as Pep stays around, it makes it difficult for everybody else to bypass them. The moment he leaves, big question marks then come into Man City and gives everybody else a chance. And you guys are in prime position to pounce. We need to be ready for when Pep says he's going, whether that's a year, 2 or 3 years, whatever it is, to be in position to be able to go on strike. I think, listen, minimum is going to be 2-3 years before we can think about being in a position where Arsenal are now.
Yeah, that's optimistic.
Robbie,
Steve,
what happens if you don't win the league? Sorry, what happens when you don't win the league this year? And that's 5 years with one bogus FA Cup with Emery's squad. What are we? What
bogus FA Cup? Yeah? You go and win.
Since he's assembled his squad, he's won nothing, right? Facts off.
You go and win that bogus FA Cup, yeah. When we won the FA Cup, we beat Man City in the semi-finals and Chelsea in the final. Yeah. What you do about bogus FA Cup?
Yeah, well, it was COVID season, right?
Was it pandemic?
If we don't
COVID season.
If we don't win, if we win it this year, yeah, I'm gonna share a bottle of champagne with the two of you and Rio. You know what I mean? We'll share.
I'll be sipping that beautifully. I'll be honest.
Trust me. But if we don't win it this year,
I won't book any days off.
If we don't win it this year, right? I'm confident that Arsenal will be back next year. There'd be no reason
second again next year.
No reason to get rid of the manager because the manager's doing a great job. You just heard what Rio said about Pep. The guy's, I mean, he's an incredible guy.
So are you prepared to wait 3 years if they stick around for another 3 years, coming second for 3 more years?
Well, we may not necessarily come second. I think we're getting closer every year, right? And, you know what I mean? A lot of people said last year that if Arsenal don't win the league, you've got to win it because if you don't win it this year, what's going to happen, blah, blah, to United.
Steve was one of them. Steve was one of them.
We've come back this year. Right, and we've been better than we were last year, and we've challenged again. We've got a better team now. We've got a better team this year. We haven't lost.
All you're going to do is go 1 point. Lost the City this season. 1 point back.
Steve, we haven't lost the City this season. We haven't lost to Liverpool this season. We've got a better team, right? And so I'm trusting in him that if he doesn't get there this year, which is going to be if he doesn't get there this year, he's pushed them even closer than last year, right? That next year we'll be back. So Steve, it'd be outrageous to get rid of him.
Steve, what did you say there? If Arsenal win every game to the end of the season, it'll be 1 point better off than last year.
Yeah, but we pushed them harder this year than we did last year. So
you pushed the City in the midst of a Jack Grealish hangover from winning the treble. You pushed them to come in the same position you came.
Well, why didn't you push them then?
Because we're shit, Robbie. Have you not been watching?
Yeah, well, concentrate on that, bro. Like, you're trying to belittle everything we did.
What happens when you lose 8 of your centre halves and you're playing fucking Albert the Kitman centre back? What do you mean?
Come on, man. Weren't you the man just talking about excuses? Now you're making a lot of them, bro.
Steve, I've got to say, Steve,
a lot of excuses.
I've got to stay. I'm with Robbie and probably all the Arsenal fans on that. If Pep stuck around for 3 more years and Arteta finished second every year and challenged and tight the way it is, I still stick with Arteta.
He's getting closer. He's pushed them harder than he did last year because, as I said, right?
I know that fan base. Rio, they've been banners.
Where are you? Where are you? Are you getting closer? Because we were told that you were going to get closer this year at the start of the year.
The wheels fell off. The wheels fell off.
The yo-yo.
The wheels fell
off.
Wheels?
This one robbed our engine. Everything. Like we got nothing.
That's Steve. Why I know. Yeah? Maybe not Rio. That's why I know you don't want us to win no league.
Steve, you said you know our fan base.
No league.
Steve.
Yeah, I don't know your fan base.
I don't believe it.
If you come second 5 years on the bounce, you're not going to be all sitting there all philosophical talking about are you getting closer. You're going to be like, this action man looking fuck, don't know what he's doing. Get rid of him. Like, that's
no. But listen, I can tell that if we was to win the league, you'll come up with some sort of excuse. You already said, a hangover. Oh, they had a hangover from winning the treble. So that's why Arsenal won it.
Have you not seen them? This year have been a shadow of themselves. And they're still probably going to win the league.
Recognize real, bro. This is a good
I'm on camera saying I think you've probably been the best team this year. But you're still not going to win nothing.
Well, you don't know yet. We don't know. You just wait until the end of the season. You don't know. Strange things can happen.
My final thoughts on this. I think Arsenal are going to win every game to the end of the season. But unfortunately for Arsenal, I believe that Pep Guardiola's Man City will win every game at the end of the season as well and win the league.
Possibly right.
We'll see.
Possibly right. But you know what I mean? All I know is that all we got to do is win our last 2 games and see what happens. All I know is that we've been in a title race, right? And we've pushed them all the way. And if we don't win it this year, I'm sure we're going to win it soon. It's about being.
You can't sign off like that, Robbie. We've been in a title. If you lose the league and go, oh, we've been in a title race, that's not a winner's mentality.
I know. We want to win. Listen, we want to win the league. The thing is, right? If you go to Arsenal this season, you wouldn't have heard nobody talking about getting into the top 4. That's what we used to hear at Arsenal. No one's been talking about that. Everybody's just been talking about winning the league, The mindset has changed with the fans.
Robbie, right? Did they figure out what happened at the end of the Bayern Munich game? Was there a fire drill? What was that?
This man's talking about one game. You've had a fire drill every week, bro. And there's going to be you're going to have another fire drill on Sunday. Trust me, you've had a fire drill every week.
I'm on the top of the strap and I don't go early.
How's this man talking with so much chest? Every week your team's been getting pumped, right?
Hey, Steve, you can't talk like this when we've been so bad.
I mean, you ain't even.
I own it, Rio. I know where we are.
How dare you even mention Champions League? You won't even be in it next year.
Robbie. Last episode, he said that we overpaid for Declan Rice. He said we overpaid for Declan Rice.
We overpaid for Declan Rice. Look at what
he's going to everyone.
We're not going to hear that music. We've got that stupid Europa or even conference music. We're not going to be listening to that music, but we've got.
You may not even hear that.
Winning it as you lot.
Carry on. You may not even. You better win the FA Cup. You might not hear nothing.
Yeah. I don't want us to win nothing. I don't want to hear any of that music. I'd rather we just played just week games, just the league. Just keep it domestic. Brexit means Brexit.
I agree. But it's nice to see you, Robbie, man.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. See you Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we'll see you there.
Guys, keep on watching. Make sure you subscribe to Robbie's channels, DR Sports, AFTV, and we will be back soon. Peace.